Chapter 15. The Supreme Person. What is the difference between the Supreme Spirit, divine beings, and individual souls? These are terms you should understand well. The Supreme Spirit is also called the Supreme Person, the Supreme Being, the Super Soul, the Absolute, Father, Mother, God, Ishvara, and by many other names. The Supreme Spirit is called Parabrahma, Paramatma, Paramashiva, or Krishna in Sanskrit. The Supreme Spirit is the source or the root of everything. There is nothing higher than the Supreme Spirit. Spirit, Brahma or Atma, is a part of the Supreme Spirit that expands and supports the entire cosmos. Divine beings, Devas, Devis, such as Vishnu, Brahma, Mahesh, and many others, are the expansions of Brahma, Spirit. Individual souls, soul or jiva, such as all living beings, are the expansions of divine beings. The Supreme Spirit and Spirit do not change and last forever. Divine beings come out of Spirit and have a very long lifespan. Individual souls or living beings have a very limited lifespan. If you compare the creation with a tree, then the Supreme Lord Krishna, the Supreme Spirit, is the root of the tree. Atma or Brahma, also spelled as Brahman, Brahm, is the trunk of the tree. The cosmos are the branches of the tree, and the holy books, such as the Vedas, Upanishads and Gita, Dhammapada, Torah, Bible, Quran, etc., are its leaves. Individual souls, such as living beings, are the fruits and flowers of the tree. Do you see how everything is connected and part of the Supreme Being? How about planets, such as the sun and the moon and the stars? The entire visible world, such as the sun, moon, earth, other planets, and galaxies, was created by Lord Brahma and is supported by Lord Vishnu and is destroyed by Lord Shiva or Mahesh. Remember that Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh are a part of the energy of the Spirit or Brahma. The light energy of the sun also comes from Brahma, and Brahma is a part of the Supreme Being, Lord Krishna. The sages tell us that everything is nothing but another form of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Being. Krishna is inside and outside everything. He has actually become everything. The One has become all. He also came to earth in human form to establish law and order, dharma, when needed. Here is a story about when the Supreme Lord himself incarnated as Krishna about 5,100 years ago. A story of baby Krishna. Baby Krishna had an older half-brother named Balram. Both played together in the village of Gokul. Krishna's birth mother's name was Devaki. His father's name was Vasudeva. Krishna is also called Vasudeva. Krishna spent his childhood years under the care of Auntie Yashoda. Both Balram and Krishna were the favorites of the village milkmaids. Their mothers loved them proudly. Yasoda and Rohini, Balram's mother, dressed their young boys colorfully, Krishna in yellow with a crown of peacock feathers in his hair, and Balram in blue. The two boys went from place to place, making friends wherever they went. Most of the time they got into a lot of trouble. One day, they were playing outside with a few of the other village boys, digging in the dirt, making mud pies, and getting very dirty. After a while, one of the older boys ran to Mother Yashoda and said, "Krishna has been a bad boy. He has been eating clay." Yashoda was annoyed with her young son. She had also been hearing other complaints from villagers that Krishna had been stealing butter from their houses. She came out of her house and asked Krishna angrily, "Did you really eat clay, Krishna? How many times have I told you not to put things in your mouth?" Krishna didn't want to be punished, so he played a trick on Mother Yashoda. He opened his mouth wide and said, "See, Mother, I haven't been eating anything." These boys are just lying to get me in trouble. Yashoda looked inside Krishna's mouth. There, in the little boy's mouth, she saw the whole universe, earth and stars, the wide empty space, the entire galaxy and the Milky Way, the oceans and the mountains, the sun and the moon. All were contained within his mouth. She realized then that Krishna was Lord Vishnu incarnate, and she was about to fall before him and worship him. But Krishna didn't want her to worship him. He just wanted her to love him the way mothers love their children. He could have come to earth in any form to fight the demons, but he liked being a little boy to a mother and a father who had performed many difficult spiritual practices to have God as their child. Baby Krishna realized that his trick had been a big mistake. Quickly, he spread his power of Maya over her. The next minute Yashoda was holding her son as usual, with no memory at all of what she had just seen in Krishna's mouth. You should read interesting stories of Krishna's adventures and tricks with village milkmaids when you get time. The Lord also comes as a saint or a teacher to teach us from time to time. Chapter 15 Summary. The creation is changeable and does not last forever. It has a limited lifespan. Brahma or Atma does not change and is eternal. It is the cause of all causes. Krishna is called Parabrahma or the Supreme Being. He is also called the Absolute because he has no origin. He is the source of Brahma. Everything in the universe comes from Brahma. The entire visible world and its creatures are created by Brahma, the creative power of Brahma, sustained by Vishnu's sustaining power and destroyed by Mahesh.